Obviously, the results obviously haven't gone your way, but we're looking at, the positive sides. Obviously, Matt Pennington is going to be available, but the frustration of you can't take back that red card that you got, can you?
No. Thanks for reminding us on the results. We just started to try and digest them. The red cards, I mean, I think the statement that's been put out, probably says it all, really. It's not just this season as well, really. When we look at some of the decisions we've had, it's been really, really poor, and no matter what you do, you can't get away from it, and you can't get those points back, as you've already said. But they've been big moments in games. To get 3 red cards on the spin, I don't think I've had that in managing of 28 years now. I don't think I've ever had that. I think the one with Ryan Bowman, we probably could have appealed that one as well. But the footage from the game was so poor, and the camera angles, you have to prove it's an obvious wrong decision by the referee, because we might have had a go at that one as well. And the others, Luke Leahy, how you can get sent off for putting your hand on the back of someone's neck. I can't believe what the referee's seen. And at the weekend, when you look at that one, hitting Matthew Pennington on the shoulder, you've really got to look on the rules, and it will show that there'll be green here, and it will come down to where it becomes handball, and it becomes, a penalty. But a red card, the penalty's bad enough, but a red card on the back of it, I don't get it. I really don't. And to be honest, I'm fed up with commenting on it. But it's happened, and it's happened time and time again to us.
And to have, obviously, 3 rescinded, it's something that you don't see. You might see 1 a season, but what is it? Obviously, in the club statement, they said they've sent a letter. What is it? Have you made, suggestions, or is it just your thoughts?
A lot of them will be in the statement. There's plenty of thoughts that I have and input on that. I just can't believe they can get it so badly wrong. So badly wrong. The referee on Saturday didn't even give himself time to look at it. Didn't even give himself time to think about it. And, to win an appeal, first and foremost, you've got to be right. It's like if you're going to start an argument, make sure you're right before you start the argument. But more importantly, the work that has to go into those appeals, you would not believe. It's not just, here you go, have a little look at this again. There's so much that has to go into them, and they're really, really hard work and time consuming. And for all that to go in, thankfully, we've won the appeals. But my God, what has to go into them? It doesn't just happen. There is a lot of work that goes into them, and we've put a lot of hard work into that over it's been the last week because of Luke's as well. So, there's been a good job by all on that. Brian, Jane, there's been a lot of input as well on that, and a lot of help with that. So, yeah, it's been really, really good.
We're looking forward now, obviously, FA Cup this week. Looking forward, FA Cup, departure from the league and a cup game, and you've had a good little run now in the cup at home as well. You've got the fans behind you, so just hoping for a good one against Sunderland as well.
Yeah, we need some noisy fans behind us this week, because Sunderland will have them, that's for sure. I think they'll sell. I think they've sold out their end, and they're always a noisy crowd anyway. So, they'll get right behind Sunderland, and we just need our guys from the other 3 sides of the ground to really get behind the lads and help the lads out, because it's going to be a difficult game. They're a good team. I know Tony very well, so come up against him a few times. So yeah, it'll be a tough game. Whichever side they put out, I think they'll put out a strong enough team, and we know it's going to be a tough game.
And obviously, a club, well, you spent some time there yourself, and also obviously they've only just gone up, and you've been playing them in the league for the last few seasons, so it's not nothing too much that you haven't seen.
I'm not too sure about that. I think there's quite a few changes now from when we would have played them in the league. I think that their team has got a lot younger, dynamic, lots of tricky players in their team, speed, and of course a really good goal scorer that's come back and is firing as well in Ross Stewart. So whether he starts him or not, Tony, I don't know, and that's not our business. But I'm sure that they've got other players that can fill the void in a cup game against perhaps lower opposition, and that's not to say he will. It depends on what he chooses to do, and it's hard enough trying to sort out our own team without trying to sort theirs out.
And just a quick question: Cole Winchester, is he going to be available to play? Obviously, with it being his parent club.
No.
And Tom Flanagan as well. Obviously, he went off. How's he and how's he looking?
How's he looking? Not the best at the moment.
Thank you.